What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, back at Rising. Gonna go ahead and do a double war recap. Got a lot of attacks to show. We're gonna try to run through this real quick. I'm gonna show the Town Hall 9 attacks on both of the wars, and then the Town Hall 8 attacks all in one video, all with one shot. Here we go. Pinoy Assassin, level 10 clan from the Philippines. We'll show what they did to us. 87-84. We are 3 shy of a perfect war, and we'll just skip through. They had a problem with our top 7 pretty much, and then 3-starred the rest of the bases. Didn't know if they jumped down or had to dip down. Have no idea, but I will show ours. Let's start with number 3, and this is why you don't use anti-2 bases, the compact anti-2 bases, because who am I will go ahead and crush you. And he's going to go ahead and he's going to actually have a lot of fails here. He's got a queen walk going on up top. He's going to do a GoVaLo here, and the Valkyries actually end up walking as well and still grabbed the 3 stars. The reason why is when you have such a compact base, you know where the Teslas are and you know where the giant bombs are. There's nowhere where they can be except for in that top compartment where the cannon is, and the bottom compartment where the 2 cannons are. That's the only places that the traps can be on the inside of the base. So we're starting with that cold-blooded entry here and doing a few things with the wizards funneling. I think he has wall breaker fails here, so all the wall breakers fail. The Valkyries have to come in here and start pounding on the wall with the king. And then, you know what? The Clan Castle Valkyries, or the other Valkyries, decided we'll just go ahead and take a walk on the bottom. So they're going to go ahead and do their thing. And really, the only good thing about this is that they take the focus away from the Lava Hound, the Clan Castle, from the Queen. But they're still going to get popped by those wizards. So he sends those hogs on the back end to go ahead and use those Valkyries as a shield. They are struggling to get through this Tesla farm here on the bottom. We'll hit a giant bomb right there. Like I said, we know where the Teslas are. We know where the giant bombs are. Uses a second heal for those Valkyries and King in the core, and has a couple, at least one jump that I saw. I don't know, maybe 2 jumps. We'll see. That Lava Hound is just about to be popped. He has a few more hogs to send in the back end. That Queen is full health without ability, but is doing just fine. I think all the healers are up. So the Lava Pups are burst. Does a great job on dropping the poison there. I think there's a Golemite that the king is pounding on, the enemy king. But that poison is going to take everything out. Just fantastic. And now it's just about watching this Archer Queen do her thing. The last Hog Rider is done, and he's just got to make his way all through the rest of the base. So very, and I don't mean this in a bad way, just a sloppy attack. Things go wrong. I mean, is Valkyries walked, things like that happens. The heals were a little off, but you still get the 3-star, and that's what really matters. That's why you don't build anti-2 bases. It just gives you a lot of leeway. All right, number 6. Let's check this out. Mini Matino with a little bit, like a little lower than mid heroes, is going to do a max base here, pretty much. You've got, not max walls, but you've got a max Town Hall 9 defensive base. And he's got level 10 and 12 royals, and he's going to crush this base. So, again, another anti-2. A lot of similar bases on this war. That's why I didn't show too many, because it was the same base over and over again. Drops that shattered entry, drops the queen behind, drops wall breakers to go ahead, test wall breaker, and then the other ones go in there. Everything reroutes in that core, has a jump and 3 heals. We're doing another GoVaLo again, and drops the jump there. Let's go ahead and drop those Valks in. It's a good time. And the Clan Castle Valks as well. They want to start running. See, look at that. They want to start running up top. But there's still a building left there, so you want to drop them in a little bit quicker, otherwise they will start running up again. Drops the poison, misses the second poison. It's dropped way too low. There is a witch all the way up top that's still doing her thing, an enemy witch. Queen's finally taking the jump, and it's time to go ahead and send those hogs in as the enemy queen is down. So we can go ahead and do the rest of this raid. We've got 2 more heals left, and still a bunch of hogs left to be deployed. We have 6 more hogs to go, and there we go. There's with 3 more. Very nice sprinkling in. He's doing a surgical counterclockwise type of deployment, and he's being very patient with that last heal as well. So he's still got a few more defenses to get through, but has that extra heal he can use right now. And he wants to heal over that giant bomb spot potential, which I don't know if it is or not, but he's already tripped 2 giant bombs, but there might have been other ones in there that he just didn't trip. I wasn't paying attention. But we got a wizard tower against 6 hogs. Let me tell you who's going to win that one. The 6 hogs are going to win that one. So we've got cleanup going on. Good split. Wizards, everything's going up. The queen is cleaning on the upper side, the upper east side, the upper west side, whatever. And then we get 3 stars. 6-star war for Mini Matino. Alright, number 8. Let's check the last Town Hall 9 attack from this war. Huck's going to do a cold-blooded GoLaLoon. Thought it was a penta, but it's not. He's got a max golem in the clan castle. Look at this, another compact base. Just craziness. So I'm not sure what was in the clan castle. We will find out in just a second, but we're doing the funneling here. He really only needs to take out that one easily accessible air defense. Look, they left a little niche in the wall just for them to walk right in there. That king will go ahead and do his thing and smack that queen down real fast. We've got a poison on the clan castle, and we've got the queen picking off that air defense. So at this point, the enemy queen is down, that air defense is down, and we can go ahead and start sending in the loons. Everything else is inconsequential at this part. That queen is probably going to die very soon, as she's going to do a queen walk without a healer. So he sent 2 hounds in there with loons on the backup. They're not going to get to that wizard tower in time to save that queen, so it looks like they'll focus on him anyway. So the queen might make it here. There we go. We send another the other 2 hounds in there. They are tanking. I think we've got 3 hounds tanking that top air defense. And pretty soon one of them is going to get burst, like, well, the air defense goes down first. So we got 3 low hit point hounds. So they're going to burst really quick. There goes 1. There goes 2. And we've got the other one on life support. But these loons are going to make their way in there. And they are going to take it out before that last hound gets popped. But we've got plenty of lava hounds that are cleaning up. Looks like our enemy queen our friendly queen has died to that Tesla, and we've got everything else going around. That last Tesla is taken out, and the hound still did not get popped, but that's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the other wars Town Hall 9s, and we'll see those attacks right now. Alright, Banjar Pirates, clan from Indonesia, a level 9 clan, and this one was a real close one, 70-70. I think this was a 30-30 war, if I'm not mistaken. We'll check that out in just a second. We did win by just percentage, and you can see it wasn't much, by 0.6%, or almost by 0.5% really. So very, very close war. They used almost every single one of their attacks, so we'll show what they did to us. They struggled with our top 6, and then was able to 3-star everything else. So it looks like we had a 25 versus 25 war here. So and then we'll go ahead and jump into some of our attacks and show their their attack against their number 1 Rampo, coming in with a GoVaLo quad quake. This is the staple attack, either with jumps or quad quake. We use them all the time in both Rising, WHF 2, and in WHF. I mean, it's just what works right now. So we've got Max Golem coming in from the clan castle. I like to bring my own golems and use Max Valks. They're just so much more powerful than level 4. But he's got a Shattered going in here. He's got a Test Wall Breaker that's going down. Very nice Test Wall Breaker because all those bombs gilded. So that's exactly why you want to use Test Wall Breakers. Golems reroute. Queens drop. Kings drop. Valks are in there. Everybody's in there. Everybody's partying. Everybody's wang chunging tonight. Let's go ahead and take care of that Lava Hound. Even though we don't really want to, the Queen is going to do it with the Wizard. And we've got everything running around the core there. They take out the enemy King. They take out the enemy Queen right here. She's going to go down in just 1 second. There we go. The Valks help with that. And we're sending in Hogs on the back end Meshing with the heal is a very nice heal. Getting both the hogs and the Valkyries has deployed all those hogs already now. So we've got no more hogs, and we've got lava pups running rampant, hitting the king, hitting the Valks, and hitting some of those hogs. So that's not always the best case scenario. But uses the ability of the queen finally, and going ahead and taking some of those defenses up there. The question is she gonna live? She's got to take out that wizard tower, and I think she's gonna win. Yep, she wins that. Just depends on what happens here. Who gets aggro first to this archer tower, and the queen does, so she's out. So it's really up to these wizards and king and Valks to go ahead and do the last couple defenses and clean up. And fortunately, that king is tanking very well. Everything starts making their way in there, and the wizards will help ease that out and take care of that last defense. And now it's just a race against time. 6 stars, or I'm sorry, 3 stars for Rampo. Nice. All right, number 8. Another GoVaLo, but this one is not a shattered. Mini Matino bringing his level 12 and 10 royals in here, doing a very common internet base here. It's like that turtle, whatever you want to call it, and bringing another GoVaLo and bringing a jump with 3 heals. And this is the one we use almost all the time. Sometimes we use 2 jumps, just depending on how far we want to get the push. Shattered entry goes in there. I like cold-blooded if possible. I like bringing more Valkyries than anything else, because usually those golems get a little stagnant and they just start banging against the wall, and they're not very effective banging against the wall. 4 Valkyries will tear through almost any wall a lot quicker than a golem will. So we got that Lava Hound again that's going to get popped by these wizards and the queen, sending in the clan castle Valkyries in the normal clan castle. Look at the heal. The heal is dropped in there, making sure you get those Valkyries with all that DPS. You got to make sure they're up and running. That heal will take care of them for at least a while, and drops the jump in there also. He has 2 more heals left. I would really recommend healing in that core, especially with the quad Teslas in there, but he's healing a double giant bomb instead, which is just not going to be as effective as healing a core of Valkyries. But he's still got a bunch more hogs that he's sending in, doing the clockwise deployment here. 1 more heal left over, and that king goes down. The friendly king goes down. The friendly queen is banging through the wall, or trying to bang through the wall. And then we've got these hogs that just need to push through 2 3-point defenses and garbage defenses. So it looks like they're going to be able to do it standing in that heal. They do lose a bunch to traps, but at this point the damage is already done, and we are in cleanup mode. Queen's doing her thing with those the hogs, and the wizards are running around with it. So, oh, pesky builder huts. Look at that. Gotta save something for those builder huts. Very fortunate. Didn't run out of time there. Seen too many 98, 99% because of that. Alright, 2 more attacks. Number 10, GoVaLo with another quad quake. But I wanted to show this one because we've got level 10 heroes. So, you know, can you do the same attack with lower royals? Yes, you definitely can. We just watched Mini Matino do it with 12-10. We're going to watch 10-10, and this is by far not a max base, but we do have max expos, max cannons, and max mortars. So it's definitely not a pushover base. Using a quad quake this time just to open it up. Now, this is the reason why I don't really like quad quake with mass Valk or GoVaLo. It's not a bad strategy at all. The problem is the Valkyries, you can't control them. They just start running rampant. They'll run wherever the 2 buildings are, so it's very hard to check their path and understand where they're going to go for the heals. But on the flip side, the base is completely open, so if you do heal them correctly, then they're going to have a field day running at this. So I think we're doing a cold-blooded entry here, and it's great. I actually would not have dropped the queen there, just because look at all that DPS on the ground. I mean, you got a Lava Hound there, and look at how many those Valkyries are just tearing through these royals. They've already knocked out the queen and the king in 1 swipe, and they would be getting tickled by that Lava Hound. Now it's going to be popped with that wizard, and the queen is down anyway. So yeah, just drop that queen as far as cleanup or behind these hogs and let her do her thing. You got plenty of Valkyries up that are still tanking for these hogs and just plowing through all these buildings, and uses that last heal there to go ahead and get through the rest of these defenses. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to push through completely, though, because there are 4 or 5 point defenses. Loses some to spring traps. Let's see what happens here. It looks like they will be able to make it through with just a few hogs left over. King is up with ability too, but it's not going to really need that at all, and the Valkyries go ahead and help out that. So really nice attack. You can do this attack. Bring those Valkyries. 11 Valkyries is great. Love the cold-blooded attack, bringing 1 golem, as you want those Valkyries to really make it through the entire base. The more Valkyries there are, the more chance they'll take out those defenses really quickly, and you know, it's just great. The only thing I would have changed is just not dropping that queen down. That's it. And then the last one, we're going to see what happens if you have a king down and your barbarian king. You don't have enough gems to do it, or you don't. I don't know. You don't want to. You go ahead and hit it with a penta, which I'm assuming that in the clan castle is either a hound or a hound, or possibly a hound. So we've dropped our hound already, dropped 2 of them actually, with the loons following up. That queen is focused on that lava hound and the loons, so these pups in rage are just going to tear her to pieces like piranha. There we go, she is down, and now all we got to do is just worry about these defenses. I think the expos are also down as well, or no, they're not set to ground, they're set to it looks like one of them is set to air and one of them is set to ground, so that takes out a max expo as well without even having to destroy it. We've got all the lava hounds going in. We've got 2 more loons that are held back to for back end. There we go, they're just sent in right there. And then we've got a queen. Did we drop the queen yet? I don't know if we even dropped the queen. I think we're not dropping the queen. There we go. She's there for cleanup because we don't really want to trigger that lava hound in the clan castle. What's the point? We've got plenty of lava pups to clean up. There's no real reason, and that's the last thing you want to do is trigger a clan castle. She's just going to walk around the edge of the base. I don't think that the couple of lava pups in the clan castle are going to be able to destroy that clan castle building, but it's not really a big deal. Let's just see what happens here. As long as this queen keeps walking around, she's not going to trigger it. Now we got a bunch of lava pups, and we've got loons that are going to go ahead and take this thing out in one shot. Boom, we're done. Now it doesn't matter anymore. That lava hound never got a chance to be put in. It's like, put me in, coach. I want to go ahead and defend the base, but it is not going to happen. All right, let's go ahead and look at a couple Town Hall 8s. Attacks, and we will call this a day. Alright, so I'm already in this war, so let's keep going, and we'll look at number 14. And I think this is what happens when you get tired of the normal attacks. Gringo's been hitting these type of bases so often, he just wants to mix it up a little bit. It's a really nice attack. I don't want to say it wrong. I would say it's a GoVaLo wipe, but that sounds kind of bad, doesn't it? Sounds kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't sound right. So Giants, Valkyries, Wizards, and P.E.K.K.A.s. 4 P.E.K.K.A.s. I think, yeah, we got a clan castle full of max Giants and just 2 Valks. Not sure what the Valks are going to be doing in this particular thing. You got to bring more Valks for them to be really effective. Drops those P.E.K.K.A.s in, doesn't even need golems, as he was able to funnel and then just use the natural funneling to drop all those P.E.K.K.A.s. So we got 4 P.E.K.K.A.s, we've got Giants, and we've got wall breakers with the Valkyries and the King. I mean, that is a DPS squad. Although you will see that they don't really take the King out too fast. A lot of Valkyries, like 6 or 7 Valkyries, will take that King out a lot quicker. P.E.K.K.A.s just hit so slow, so that enemy king, he's getting in a couple shots, and then finally he gets nailed by the P.E.K.K.A.s and the king. So we've got Wizards walking around, but he still has a bunch of Wizards that are going to do their thing. It just has heals, though, so these guys have got to walk their way through the base, and they are doing that. But there's no back-end loons, there's no back-end hogs. But they will knock through these walls pretty quickly. I think those Valks are already gone, if I'm not mistaken. This is the alternative to go wipe But I mean, you got to know what you're doing here. And what's going to happen here is these wizards are going to go ahead and follow on the outside as the king and the P.E.K.K.A.s go on the inside and tank for them the entire time. So we'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit. He still has 6 more wizards he hasn't even deployed yet. Way to hold them back. And we're going to go ahead and watch them go ahead and take out all these trash buildings, and they'll start making their way around. And they do lose sight of that one cannon, and then finally the P.E.K.K.A.s get aggro again. And it's pretty much game over at this point, because these wizards are going to go ahead and take care of all these other defenses. I think there's one more P.E.K.K.A. left. So, you know, really cool strategy. I don't know if I would give it my thumbs up to use it all the time. It's good on an open anti-3 or anti-2 base like this, and really did. But Gringo is a good attacker. I mean, he's gotten used to. He can do all the normal attacks, and I think he just wants to mix it up, as we will see in just a little bit on his second attack. Alright, let's jump down to number 15, and we'll check a dragloon going on here by 2D. Standard, you know, air defenses in the core. Going ahead, taking care of that. People said this can't be dragloon. It can very easily. Sweeper is pointed down, so we just want to keep that in mind. So we're going to go ahead and do this in under 2 minutes. We've already got the funneling going in from the top and bottom dragons. And the king is going to help with that funneling as well. Sends those loons in a little early. I don't know if that was a misdrop. If you wanted to drop the dragons in there, I'm not quite sure, because they are going to be pretty much crushed in just a second. So I'm not sure what they were done, if it was just by mistake. But now we got the real loons coming in from behind of his own, and they're going to go under rage, as that Zapquake already went in the top left-hand air defense. They will take out that air defense, and now his own loons and the max loons are going to come in from the bottom under haste to go ahead and get that last air defense. They're going to get a nice split, take that out, and at this point, it's pretty much all over. There is one pesky like archer tower that didn't go down for some reason. I don't know what. He just won't go down without a fight. Look at this. That last dragon is on health support, taking that archer tower. That is a hero archer tower, even though the 3 stars still crushed the base. Alright, number 16, GoHo. We haven't seen a GoHo in a long time. I hope I'm not lying here. Yeah, it's a GoHo. I'm pretty sure it is. The hogs are max in the clan castle, so we are going, because people are sneaking in Valks in the clan castle, so I can't see them when I do that until I do the replay. But we've got the hogs going in there to go ahead and trip that clan castle, and we've got 2 poisons. We've got the golems already going in and a shattered entry on the bottom. They will go ahead and tank for this clan castle to, you know, let the wizards handle that. Drops the king in there. And I think those golems are already golemites. They're already pretty much toast. I think that's it. They've got 1 full golem. There we go. And they're going to go ahead and have to pound through this wall. So we've got 3 heals for these hogs. And we really want to make it into this area, because the whole reason why we use that shattered entry is to get in a little deeper in here and also trip that potential double giant bomb. Or what just happened there is they tanked long enough for the wizards to take out the pathing to the double giant bomb. So well done them. So we've got hogs going in a counterclockwise measure surgically up top. And not so surgical. There was actually like a 1 or 2 finger drop. So we've got the max hogs coming in as hero hogs in from the top. We've got 1 more heal after that second heal was dropped there. And these hogs are going to pretty much be able to plow through. I mean, they've got 4-point defenses and an air defense, but yeah, they do have some skellies that are trailing them. They're going to be a little bit pesky, but I think fortunately we don't hit a giant bomb there. Oh, and we've got a lovely little mortar that's going on and shooting at them as well. King is being a nuisance as well, but he decides to give up. And we're going to go ahead and fast forward this. They're going to go around the outskirt of the base. That king is never going to get a chance to do his own battle with the king, because the hogs take it out first. So got to clean up. Everything's good. 3 stars there. Let's go ahead and check out Another one from Gringo, which is the giant Valkyrie healers and wizards. So you got the Tootsie Roll base here. We've killed it so many times, we've got to come up with new ways to kill it, and here's a new way to kill it. Look at that. So we've got a dragon and a loon in the clan castle. We're going to go use quad quake, so we don't have a poison. We got to do it the old-fashioned way, and that's by, I think it's by dropping giants in there, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to go ahead and drop giants, and then I think wizards right behind. So we got the clan castle giants with healers, and fortunately those giants are dropped first, so those healers are going to do a pretty decent job. They're not going to hit those air defenses for a while, and you just got to keep still and let those wizards do their thing against Alright, yeah, so that loon is definitely causing some serious damage to that giants, but those 4 healers are keeping up pretty decently. So we've got going through the base here, those Valkyries are going to start running. We've got 2 rages, one is going down right now, and those healers are keeping up, well, they're trying to keep up with them. The air defenses finally go down super fast with those 2 rages, and it's really like meeny, miny, mo of where these healers want to go. So they will go ahead and pick that group of Valkyries, and then they'll decide that, you know, they want to split. They want to go their separate ways, and now they don't want to go their separate ways. Now they want to stay with the king. So very, very like temperamental healers. It's just, you don't know how to control. Imagine that, a raid with healers and Valkyries that are temperamental. Both of them want to go all different ways and do their own thing. So we've got a bunch of cleanup going on. There's still a couple defenses, 2 Teslas, a cannon, and a mortar. But those Valkyries are tanking for the Tesla. It goes down. They're going to be tanking for this cannon as the wizard will go ahead and take it out. Oh, we have an extra rage, so we only dropped 1 rage in there. So now we use that final rage just to go ahead and push through. Those healers make their way back to heal those Valkyries. So, I mean, if you can keep those healers up like that, they just crush the base. Really cool attack. Love to watch it. Love to, you know, see that kind of stuff. Kids, don't try this at home. They are trained professionals. And speaking of trained professionals, Excalibur is going to completely crush this base with a GoVaLo. We haven't seen the GoVaLo yet. So kind of like a tic-tac-toe base. We've already got the lure of the dragon and the loon. Drop the quad quake down there. Have 2 heals. We're going to do that wizard thing. Not a really good wizard barbarian thing. There we go. There are some barbarians. And finally they take it out with a shattered entry here. 2 golems going in. And we've got Valkyries going in. And we've got more Valkyries going in. And then finally the king goes in there. So everything's making their way through the core. We got 2 heals to heal them up here. There we go. And all they need to do is just take out these 3 air defenses, and then we can start the loons. Actually, we can start the loons on the bottom if we want to right now. But it's really up to him. It's about that time. And we've got to push through this base. A lot of buildings. The very nice second heal to keep those Valkyries going. And we're already doing those air defenses. We're already sending in the loons, and I think, yep, they're all down now. So it's pretty much just time to sit back, grab a box of popcorn, and watch the rest of the base get completely wrecked. I think we've got a wizard tower, we've got a cannon, 2 cannons, and a mortar, and they're all pretty much done. We've got a wizard cleaning up on the bottom, and nice split by those loons. I think we have like 10 loons or 12 loons. It's just crazy. I don't even know if he lost a loon. And it even sends 1 on the corner to help speed things up a little bit. So really, really nice raid. Alright, let's go ahead and jump over to that other war so we can finish it off with a couple more Town Hall 8 attacks, and then we'll be done. Alright, so Gringo is going to go ahead and calm down here and just use the standard GoVaLo. None of that alternate kind of weird attacks. But you know what? If it works for you, go use whatever you need to get the 3 stars. So we've got a giant getting that easy lure. We've got a quad quake that's going to go in just a second, but we're going to go ahead and drop the golem in there to tank for these wizards, and he's just going to get annihilated. That poor golem. I mean, that bomb is just dropping. That loon is just dropping bombs on him, and we're already in Golemite stage and pretty much already taken care of. So drops that Quad Quake, at least one of those golems, max golems, will reroute in there, or full golems, I'm sorry. The other golemites, both of them are taken out. So we've got Valks in for the rescue. So we're going to send them in, and they're going to make their way into this core. And he's got 2 heals for this. And it doesn't really matter whether they take out the air defense or not. Already 1 giant bomb tripped we got going on there. And so we can start sending in the hogs. And I'm not sure where the other one is. Normally they'll trip them as they run through here. I don't see any more, actually. So there we go. There's one right by the wizard tower, and unfortunately he didn't get a heal there, so he's running. He's living dangerously there, and I think there might be one more here between the mortar and, yep, there we go. So there was, and it does clip some of them, but we are already in cleanup mode. We have some Valks, we have a bunch of hogs, and we've got that golemite that's just running around trying to get to the ball game, but too little, too late, doesn't make it there. And we've got 3 stars. Nice attack. 2 more and we're all done. I don't think we've shown a mass hog yet, so let's go back to bread and butter. Mass hog. This is again one of those compact bases where there's only 2 or 3 spots where there's can be giant bomb and double giant bomb spots. So you know, why not mass hog it? So we've got an easy lure. The 2 poisons and 3 heals, very, very cool, and we'll go ahead and drop the poison there and do the barbarian wizard type thing, and we're almost done here. So we've got the barbarians running there. Finally, those wizards are doing it. They're getting stuck in that poison, and the dragon goes down in just a second, and then we've got the loon going down. So a little bit of a sloppy clan kill, but clan castle kill, but we've got the giant in tanking for those hogs. And then we do a 3-finger drop to make those hogs get through the rest of this portion of the base. And we've dropped our first heal. We've got our second one going in, and we've got another 3-finger drop around the horn, around the other edges of the base in a clockwise type manner. And we're tripping giant bombs left and right. It uses that second heal. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to have to deploy those clan castle hogs to the rescue to go ahead and take care of the rest of this base. Very patient on that last heal. And there we go, covering that giant bomb spot. It's perfect. And they're going to get healed completely up to full while that king is pounding on them. And then make their way through the rest of the base. And they'll finally get their revenge on the king. Go ahead and start cleaning up the rest of the base. And they're almost done here. Wizard is doing his thing up top solo. He's the lone wizard, and I think, yeah, he won't be able to clean it up by himself. Those hogs are going to step in and get that builder hut as well. All right, 1 more, and then we're all finished. Number 20, we showed 1, but we'll show a second one. It's always good to practice that GoVaLo, and we'll go ahead and check this out. I got those open. You don't even have to quad quake because he's already the base designer has already opened the core for you, as long as you can make it into one of those compartments. So we got an easy lure. We've got 2 poisons, a rage, and 2 heals. We're going to anchor all the way down here with the looks like a troll Tesla. We've got 2 poisons being dropped down like a runway type poison. That's going to go ahead and take care of that loon. It was already done tons of damage to that king, but these wizards are going to take care of that dragon in just a second. Alright, so we got wall breakers going in, trying to open that compartment. It looks like it's going to be up to that Valk. They don't get it done, but the Valks will go ahead and take care of that. They're going to just go ahead and make their way through the rest of this base. Drops a heal in there, has 1 more heal left over. All of those giant bombs are triggered. I don't even know what happened to that right Valkyrie. She just flew out of that base. I mean, she ran like crazy. Last air defense is going down. There we go. And the loons are sent in on the back end, working their way around the base. Take a couple of bombs, no big deal. The king is still up. Golem is still tanking, or the golemite. Then it goes flying. So we've got to worry about that air defense and that wizard tower. But after that, it is smooth sailing for these loons. And we'll go ahead and fast forward as they take it out finally. No split though. We have another Troll Tesla. Yeah, look at that. Troll Tesla up on the right hand side, but no air bombs next to it, so it's a really kind of worthless Tesla. Alright, so anyway, really big recap on both of those wars. Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 8s, all in one video like somebody asked for. and we'll go ahead and sign it off here. So go ahead, practice these different attacks, get used to it. GoVaHo is the huge Town Hall 9 and really Town Hall 8 strategy, but practice the composition, spells, drops, everything like that, and get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.